Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Let me find my chat. Good morning, Shine On. Tawanda. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. Natalie D. How are you ladies doing this morning? I've been running around like a chicken with its head cut off this morning. I always have to do like a million things before I can go live. Oh. Hey, Sapphire. Good morning. Hugs from Michigan, she said. Hey, Lori. Good to see you. How are y'all doing? Oh, goodness. Let me get my stuff here. Hey, D.L. Smith. Good morning. Is it Wednesday? Oh, it's Wednesday where you're at because you're in another country. I forget about that, Shine On. Good morning, Mike. Hope you're doing well. TC, good morning. So, guys, I need a moderator that's in here every morning to share links. I know I've got a ton of mods, but some don't know how to share links. So I'm looking for someone that can share links. Brown-eyed girl, good morning. How are you doing, beautiful? I just love you. You're awesome. I think you're really cool. I'm good, Mike. I'm a little sick. I've been coughing at night and got this headache like right between my eyes. Anyhow, I got a dentist appointment tomorrow. They called this morning and I'm like, hey, I'm coughing. Maybe we should reschedule this. She asked me if I had a fever, lost my sense of smell. And I'm like, no. And she's like, well, just come on in. And I'm sitting there thinking the coronavirus is really bad in this area in Southwest Virginia. But I guess I'm going to try to go. Thanks, Mike. I'll live. It's just a cold. I take showers late at night and I'm lazy and I will go to bed with my hair wet or I'll go outside with my hair wet. And I've just got sick from it. I'll live. I'm supposed to have two teeth pulled tomorrow and they're going to do an impression for my partial at the bottom. Okay, so Sapphire, can you learn? Okay. Let me add you as a mod deal. So this morning we got a few things to talk about. The little West brothers that are missing. Lori Vallow and her weirdo brother. What else? Oh, and there was a dog kidnapped at gunpoint. A dog kidnapped at gunpoint. Can you believe this crap? Of course, French bulldogs are very expensive. I think my niece's husband paid about $3,000 for her French bulldog. Natalie says, what the F? Drink baking soda and lemon water. Oh, will that work? I'll try that. Hey, Yvonne. How are you? Okay, so first let's do Orinn and Orson's case. Now, I want to pull up the family statement. The family has a blog. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but it's called Medium or something like that. I'm going to show it to y'all. Also, a federal judge has blocked Lisa Montgomery's execution. She, I don't know how long ago it's been. It's been like years ago, probably 18 years ago. She killed a pregnant woman and cut the baby from the womb. The baby lived. But she's been on death row ever since. Well, ever since she was convicted. Oh, that's not the right link I'm looking for. Where's the other link? Hold on just a minute. Oh, I found the mom's GoFundMe too. The biological mom's GoFundMe. Oh, right here it is. The West family. Find our boys, it says. I'm going to show y'all where y'all can find this family's blog at. I guess this is how they're keeping the public updated. Now, the adopted extended family has offered a $30,000 reward. So altogether, it's an $80,000 reward for information leading to the boys. Okay, so this is what they posted. And right here on the side, it says about the West family. This account is set up to serve as the formal communication outlet for the extended family of Orson and Orinn West. Now, before I read this, some of y'all had told me that these adoptive parents had changed these boys' names. And when I went and looked at the biological mother's GoFundMe this morning, she had their real names in there. And their real names are, let me see, Sincere, Classic, and Sincere. Classic, it's odd names, but I like odd names myself. Okay. Orinn and Orson are still missing. It's been another grueling week with no major leads or breaks. We, the extended family, are offering a $30,000 reward for information that will lead to the return of the boys. This reward is in addition to the previously announced rewards, which all combined totals $80,000 for anyone who has information that will lead us to the boys. They are so stinking cute. Look at that little smile. Bless their hearts. Okay, it goes on to say, this is not a GoFundMe campaign, nor are we soliciting money. We ask that you do not give to individuals who have already attempted to profit off of this horrendous situation involving 6 innocent children. Again, we are not asking for money. We only want the boys found. If you want to give, please contact officials in California and Bakersfield, California, who are leading aspects of the investigation. They may have needs that can be supported financially by the general public. Now, the reason they are saying this is not a GoFundMe and individuals have already attempted to profit off of this horrendous situation, they're referring to the biological mother. That's what they're referring to. I wonder, did this 30 grand? Why are they just now putting up a reward? Strangers put up a reward before they did. Maybe they had to get the money together. I don't know. I'm wondering where they come up with this 30 grand, if it was from several family members or just one. I guess it don't matter, but I'm just a nosy person. Okay, now let's look at this GoFundMe. Well, yesterday somebody asked me how I felt about it. I really didn't know how to feel about it because I didn't really know what was going on. I'm not a big fan of GoFundMes unless it's like for sick kids or someone sick or something. Okay, so right here she has their names. Classic, who is Orinn, and Sincere, who is Orson. Why did they change these boys' names? I don't think they should change their names. Now, the biological mother, Ryan Dean, is organizing this fundraiser. They have a goal of $15,000. She's raised $445. Now she says this is for attorney fees. So I got to thinking, why would she need an attorney? Well, let's say if the boys are found alive, she's probably going to try to get them back somehow. I don't know if she can because her rights were terminated. Or she may need an attorney if the boys are found deceased, because she wouldn't have no rights to them. She wouldn't be, allowed to organize their funeral and all this and that because she's not the next of kin anymore. Her rights were terminated. So maybe that's why she needs attorney fees. I don't know. I'm not judging her right now. Who I'm judging is the people that were caring for these 2 little boys, Trezell and Jacqueline West. Let's see. When's the last time someone donated? 2 days ago. I may donate to this. I have to get Mark to send me some PayPal money. Okay, my name is Ryan Dean, the biological mother of Classic and Sincere. I need help fundraising for attorney fees for my babies. Please help. And she's got a link here. I'm going to click this link. Let's see what it goes to. Oh, I think I stopped screen sharing. Okay, so that is just a link to the adoptive parents when they did that interview outside of the home, which was a really weird interview. And I have a screenshot of OrsonWest's statement. Let me go in my gallery here. His statement of what happened is so weird. Okay, this is what he said happened. They were playing with chalk outside. I came into the house. I saw them there. West told KBAK. I went into the house. I came back out. I didn't see them there. That's weird. They were playing with chalk outside. I came into the house. I saw them there. I went into the house. I came back out. I didn't see them there. What does he mean? He saw them inside the house? He says, I came into the house. I saw them there. West said he realized he had left the gate open, and I panicked, came inside, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that didn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street in both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold. I got in the van, and I hit a bunch of corners. Now, we know from watching a surveillance video from the neighbors that is not true. He was not panicked. He did not search the streets. He was outside, piddling around, as I like to call it. Let me get back over to my chat so I can see what y'all are saying. He was piddling around. He took his sweet time getting into the van. The mom never comes outside. Then you got a missing 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and she never came outside at all to help him search. Hey, Lisa, Mau Mau. I didn't see y'all come in. I've been running my mouth. Never lose hope. Charlene, I don't know if I said hi to y'all. But she never came outside to look for the boys. And he was only gone 4 minutes. It took him about 15 to get in the damn van. And he was only gone 4 minutes looking for these little boys. It's all hogwash, y'all. It's all hogwash. He was outside of his house, piddling around doing something on December 21st, that evening. But on the video, you never see the kids come out at that gate. You can see him going in and out. The kids never come out. You can see the front porch. They never come out. The kids were never there, I don't think. I think they've been gone for a while. If they were removed from her care, hold on a minute, I scrolled here. They were removed from her care and placed in a lethal environment who's accountable. Maybe if CPS was held to their actions, it would lead to better follow-up care. I hope it leads to better follow-up care. I really do. She could probably sue them. I mean, if it turns out that they did something to these boys, she could probably sue CPS, the state, something. She could do something, I bet. Yeah, Mau, that's what it was. It was all for show. He was outside piddling around his house just so maybe neighbors could see him. That way he could set his story up, his lie up. I don't know why she lost the boys. I have wondered why she lost them. But I don't know. I mean, they may not have been took from her. She may have gave them up or something. She couldn't care for them properly. Didn't have money or something. I'm not judging her for that right now. I'm just judging the adoptive parents. I don't even like calling them adoptive parents. They haven't even searched for these boys at all, as I know of. They've not helped search one bit. The FBI, the police told them not to search for their kids. Come on now. They might have warned them about going out in public or something because of all the threats that they're getting. I think police have searched their 2 former homes. I know volunteers were searching around the apartment they lived in, and then there was, I believe, a house before that. They're taking jabs at this biological mother in a sneaky way. In that statement, they was, mentioned, this is not a GoFundMe, and people's already tried to profit off of it. They were referring to the biological mom. She's the only one, as I know of, that has a GoFundMe for these boys. And she has it for attorney fees. I'm not a mind reader, but I think I know why she needs attorney fees. In case they find them alive, she may try to get them back. I don't know if that would work or not, because her rights was terminated. Or if they're found deceased, she won't say so over, the funeral and stuff. I think it's messed up that they changed these boys' names. It don't matter if they like the names or not. Those were the names that they were given at birth. I think that's really weird. Really, really weird. Cute little names. Classic and Sincere. And Sincere spelled with a C. It's cute. Let's see. What else do I have? I want to know when these boys were actually last seen by someone. Like a relative, a family friend, somebody. I want to know when they were last actually seen. Now, I heard yesterday that they didn't have but like a couple Christmas presents for the kids, and it was like some outfits. Mel, I watched that last night. She claims that she solved Dior Coon's case, and that a bear actually carried that little boy off from the campground. I'm thinking about doing a live stream on him. You know that Reverend Donna's daughter was murdered like about 8 years ago. I went through some of her videos and found her daughter's name. So then I got on Google and looked up the case, and her daughter was found dead in a swimming pool. And they claimed that it was suicide. But according to the psychic, her mom, it was not suicide, it was murder. Neighbors claim father has a temper. I can see that. I can believe that. I mean, crap, Jacqueline was standing right beside of him during that news interview, shaking her head at every damn thing he said like a weirdo. I've really never seen anyone do that unless they're backing up a liar. That's when I see them do it. Is it been 22 days now? It don't seem like it's been that long. At all. Mike, weirdo, love it. Hey, she was acting like a weirdo. I mean, like, who stands there and nods their head at everything their partner is saying? Only time I see people do that is when they're backing up a liar. And I wonder why the family just now come forward with the damn reward. They're a day late and $1 short, if you ask me. Okay, let's see. I think that's all I have about them. Besides, there's video proof that those boys didn't come out of that gate. Now, I have thought to myself, is it possible they got by the neighbor's cameras somehow? I guess that's possible because they are short, but they sure as hell didn't come out that gate he said they did. Or we would have seen them clear as day. It's possible they could have went out the front door and the camera not picked it up, but that's not what he said. He said they were in the backyard playing with chalk. He was gathering firewood, and allegedly these little twigs and little sticks that's around the property will not burn. There are certain types of wood that just will not burn, or it's not good to burn. Don't forget, one boy had a broken leg, so he wasn't... Shana, I didn't know that. Someone said something about a broken leg the other day, but I really didn't understand if they were talking about Trezelle or what, because it was in the chat. Thank you, Sapphire, for sharing Reverend Donna Seraphina's channel. I think that's how you say her name. I don't actually think that's her last name. So he had a broken leg. Do you know which little boy had a broken leg? I'm going to make a note of this. That's twice I've heard this. And as far as the mom's GoFundMe, I don't really see a problem with it because I kind of think I know how she's thinking. You know, she will need an attorney if they find the boys deceased, or she won't have any say-so over what's done with them. It will go to the adopted family, you would think. It was an injury from infancy, not current. Thank you, Christina. Let me make a note of that. I walk with a limp, so I can tell you, you're not going to walk too far when you got an injury or something wrong. Injury from infancy. Wonder how he got that. Do you know? You know, people can say what they want about the biological mother, but at least her ass was out there searching. And I could just tell by her voice and her eyes that she was tore up. I mean, she was upset. You can just imagine how much guilt and stuff she's feeling right now. So everybody, let's try to take it easy on her. I have been. I've been trying not to judge because in my mind, it's really not relevant right now why they were in foster care. What's relevant is finding out where they are, what happened to them. But like, I get it. Like I want to know too, but I'm not going to focus on it. Okay, so next we're going to talk about, oh God, Lori Vallow, that stupid weirdo, and her stupid brother. I hate to speak ill of the dead, but I believe he killed Kylie and JJ, or he participated in it. Okay, so Gilbert, Arizona PD has closed the death investigation for Alex Cox. They are backing up the medical examiner's findings that he died from natural causes. Basically, from what I gather, and I went through the autopsy report again this morning. Basically, he had some kind of blood clot that went to his lung or something like that. Now, he died December 12th, 2019. He had only been married a couple weeks to Zulema Pastinas. They got married on November 29th, 2019. And actually, his and Lori's niece, Melanie, let me go back through my notes here, my timeline, was married like the day before Alex. Let me get to my Lori Vallow section in my notebook here. Not that it matters, but I thought it was weird that they got married around the same time, and they had only known their partners for maybe a couple weeks. Yeah, so Melanie Bedreau, Lori Vallow and Alex Cox's niece, married Ian Pawlowski on November 30th, 2019. Okay. Now, here's something interesting about this Zulema, whatever the hell her name is. She followed Chad Daybell's teachings. Now, Zulema's daughter referred to Zulema and Lori as preppers, people that are preparing for the end of the world. Now, when Alex died, he had been sick, Zulema said. He had actually went to Mexico to get some medicine because he hadn't been feeling well. He had had shortness of breath and chest pains, things like that. She tried to get him to go to the doctor in the United States, and he wouldn't. Anyways, the day he died, she was worried about him. She wasn't home, so she sent her son to check on him, and he found Alex in the bathroom dead. Now, Zulema, she talked to the police outside of the residence that day, but she refused to talk to them anymore after that. She would refer them to her lawyer. Now, it turns out Zulema was offered immunity to testify against Chad and Lori. Now, I don't know if she took them up on that offer. It didn't say. From what I gather, she didn't. So she was right into this nonsense, y'all. This stupid cult stuff. She was right in with them. She probably knows a lot. I call BS on the autopsy. Too many people died conveniently around Lori. I know it. Hey, drama. Cece, did you say Gilbert, Arizona? Yes, I did. Why did I do it? Did I get the state wrong? I'm pretty sure it's Gilbert, Arizona. Yeah, that's where they're investigating it out. Let me go get to my article here, because I'm just referring to my notes. I want to know what all this Zulema knows. Okay, and you know, her son that actually found Alex in the bathroom, he died. He died a couple weeks after this, after Alex died. Isn't that weird? I'm not sure what he died from. Oh gosh, I better mute this or it's going to play a video. Okay, the Gilbert Police Department confirmed Monday that its case into the death of Alex Cox, Lori Vallow, Daybell's brother, is now closed. Alex died after collapsing at his home in Gilbert in December 2019. A police report says he was pronounced dead at the hospital. The county medical examiner's office ruled his cause of death as natural in May 2020, but Gilbert PD said they were continuing to investigate his death. The newly released police report cites the medical examiner's report and its findings. Alex Cox is one of many people close to Lori and her husband, Chad Daybell, to have died over the past few years. Lori and Chad are both in jail in Idaho, facing charges connected to the death of her children. Her kids, Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow, were found gruesomely buried in Chad Daybell's backyard in June 2020. They disappeared in September 2019 after Lori moved them from Arizona to Idaho. In July 2019, Chandler police said Alex Cox shot and killed Lori Vallow's estranged fourth husband, Charles Vallow. At the time, Alex told police the shooting was in self-defense. That case is still under investigation. That was not self-defense. If Charles wanted to hit him with a baseball bat, he probably would have knocked his brains out, because I believe he used to play baseball in college or something. Alex didn't have any injuries on him, on his face or anything. He was holding the back of his head. He was probably just faking that. Okay, so investigators are still looking into the death of Chad Daybell's first wife, Tammy. Initially, police reported she died in her home of natural causes in October 2019. But after learning more about Chad and Lori, ruled the death suspicious and exhumed her body. The autopsy has not been released. Phoenix PD said in November they are also reviewing the death investigation into Joseph Ryan, Lori's third husband. The medical examiner's report said he died in 2018 due to a heart attack. Court records show Alex rented an apartment in Idaho in the same complex as Lori's. They also show police used records from Alex's phone to pinpoint the location of the children's bodies in Chad Daybell's backyard. Well, I think that right there says it all. They used his phone to pinpoint the locations of the body in Chad Daybell's backyard. So Alex was there when those bodies were buried. That's my belief. I think he was their hitman, actually. Photos released by the FBI show Alex with Lori, JJ, and Tylee at Yellowstone National Park in September 2019. The last day Tylee Ryan was seen alive. The newly released report from Gilbert PD says Cox was newly married to Zulema Pastinas at the time he died. She's reportedly part of the group of people to follow Chad Daybell's dark religious teachings that investigators have linked to the children's cases. The report says Zulema's daughter referred to Zulema and Lori as preppers and explained that preppers were preparing for the end of the world. Zulema told investigators, according to the report, that she and Cox had been married for about 2 weeks at the time of his death. She explains he started feeling shortness of breath in early December and went to Mexico to pick up medications on December 7th. Why would he go to Mexico to pick up medicine? She explains he was easily getting winded and wanted to take him to urgent care, but he refused. I mean, he could have died of natural causes. Maybe he wasn't in good shape. On the day of Cox's death, December 12, 2019, Zulema told investigators she called her son to check on Alex. Her son called 911 after finding Alex on the bathroom floor of their home. He was taken to Banner Gateway and pronounced dead. Excuse me, guys. I got a cough. Oh, my goodness. Okay, in a court hearing last week, Zulema's attorney noted twice that she had been offered immunity in the Chad and Lori Daybell case. Cox was also accused of shooting at the ex-husband of Lori's niece in Gilbert in October 2019. That case is still under investigation. He allegedly shot at Melanie Bedreau's estranged husband, Brandon. And I think Brandon is actually the one that went and identified JJ's body so that Larry and Kay Woodcock wouldn't have to do it. I'm surprised poor Larry Woodcock's not had a heart attack. Bless his heart. Okay, that's all it's saying on that. What else? Let me find my next thing I had about it. I would say that they are going to be charged with murder soon. It's just a matter of time. Oops. I posted it twice. Oh, that's the autopsy. Anyways, I must not have saved that other article. It was just saying, basically repeating what the prosecutor said in that recording when he was interviewing Lori Vallow's sister, Summer. Yeah, I know the recording that, they wanted to have him removed from the case over, which did not happen. Anyways, in that recording, he said, they're getting ready to charge him with, I think it was with conspiracy to commit murder. This has taken forever. You would think by now, which this is a crazy case with a lot of details, but anyways, you would think by now that they would have enough to indict them. Hey, Mac, how are you? Hey, Alyssa, good morning. It's fitting he died in his own crap. Hey, DL, I started to say that. I started to say Zulema's son found him in his own feces. When I was reading the autopsy report, it was talking about him having feces on him when he got to the medical examiner's office. I mean, hell, it went through all the details from him arriving there in a bag that zipped, everything. Every part of his body it talked about. But anyways, it was saying that he had feces like on his feet or something. Ugh. I think that's pretty common when people die, they relieve themselves. I don't know if that happens to everyone when they die. I know it happened to Shanann Watts and happened to Alex here too. They're going to be charged with murder. And I got a feeling they're going to be charged with Tammy Daybell's murder. I don't know if they will be charged, if Lori will be charged for Joseph Ryan's murder, but I think she murdered him. In order for her and Daybell to carry out this weirdo plan, they would have needed Joseph Ryan out of the way too, not just Charles and Tammy. It's like 6 months after he died, she did one of her stupid cult meetings at Melanie Gibbs' house, and she was talking about how, she had it on her mind to murder Joseph Ryan. And she thought, that it would have been all right to do that because of what her Bible stated. I've never read this in a Bible, but she said the Bible stated, like, if he hits you once, if he hits you twice, if he hits you 3 times, then you can kill him. You can kill him. God will let you by with it. Come on, people. What a freaking bunch of weirdos. And Melanie Gibb was at that meeting just taking it all in. You could hear her in the background giggling and going on. She's more involved than she has let on to. A lot more involved. Let's see. I think that's all I had on those weirdos. I guess I should have done a video and let y'all know what the judge ruled about taking prosecutor Rob Wood off the case. Of course, he ruled against them. Prosecutor's going to stay on the case. Mac, 3 strikes. Yeah, that's what she claims, Mac. She claims the Bible states. Now, I don't know if this is the Book of Mormon she was talking about or the King James Version of the Bible. But she said, if he hit you once, if he hit you twice, if he hit you 3 times, then you can murder him. I don't believe he ever hit her. And I don't believe that he abused Tylee and Colby. I think Colby believes that because Lori put that in his head at a very young age. People can put things in kids' heads and they will believe it. They manipulate, I don't know what it's called, basically brainwash them. My opinion on Melanie Gibb, she's responsible for this too, because she could have saved those kids. When Lori first started mentioning that Tylee was a zombie and stuff, she should have contacted CPS. Now, hey, I know people hate to call CPS on their friends, but hey, if your friend is thinking that their kids are zombies and all this and that, then that shows that they're mentally unstable and they could harm their kids or themselves or someone else. She should have picked up the phone and reported that. She did nothing. She actually lied to police when they first contacted her, because Lori had told police when they came to do the welfare check, hey, JJ is with my friend in another state, Melanie Gibb. They call Melanie. And she's like, oh, yeah, he was here, but I sent him back to his mom. He's on his way back to his mom. Then about a week later, she calls police and tells them the truth, that he never was there. I thought that was part of the war on drugs. Yeah, the 3 strike law. I was just listening to something on TV about that the other day. Hey, I went to church growing up. I don't know a whole lot about the Bible. I know the basics and stuff, but I have never, ever heard that mentioned. That if a man hits you once, twice, 3 times, then you can murder him? What kind of damn Bible is she reading from? I think she just makes up her own crap, is what I think. You know what? For a long time, I have thought Chad Daybell was the ringleader of this. Now I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if he was the leader of this. I'm thinking Lori may have been. Wood's going to war on them. They tried to take his livelihood away from him. Oh, they better watch out. Hey, I wouldn't want him prosecuting me for anything, would y'all? Hell no. I knew that the judge was annoyed the other day listening to stupid Chad's lawyer, that prior guy and that means guy. You could tell he was annoyed. I actually saw him roll his eyes. I saw the judge roll his eyes. And I could just tell by his body language and stuff that he was not going for this. He was not going to remove Rob Wood from the case. I knew it. It was stupid. They're just trying to delay the case. And they was hoping that Rob would be took off the case and they would have to get another prosecutor that would have to go through all that evidence and read everything and learn everything. That's what they was hoping for, because they know that if Rob Wood prosecutes, he's going to get a conviction, because he knows everything about this case. Been following it since from the beginning, investigating it. Hey, faithful one. Okay. Now, I think that's about all I've got on those two weirdos. I could bitch about them all freaking day. I can't stand Lori Vallow. If I could get my hands on her, I'd be in prison probably. No, I wouldn't, because I got my own son to think about, but I would like to smack the shit out of her. Actually, I wouldn't like to smack her. I'd like to just punch her square in the freaking nose. Okay. I got one more thing to share with y'all. Then we'll chat a minute. So, this little dog is named Chloe. She's 5 months old. She was kidnapped at gunpoint the other day. Where's my notes? Oh, she was kidnapped Tuesday. This happened in California. Her mom's name is Sarah Vorhaus, 30 years old. Now, she was walking on Russian Hill. I guess that's the name of the street. Chloe had used the bathroom. She bent down to pick up Chloe's mess, and this man approached her and punched her square in the freaking nose, pulled out a weapon, and took her dog. Got in the car. I believe there was 3 other suspects in the car. And Chloe is nowhere to be found. Can you believe that someone would steal a dog at gunpoint? I feel so bad for her. I can't imagine what she's going through and what's going through her mind. You know, she's wondering, are they being mean to her, or are they feeding her? Are they treating her well? Let me see what else it says here. It says she was reportedly bending down to clean up after Chloe when the unidentified assailant demanded her dog, punched her in the face. I started screaming as loud as I've ever screamed in my entire life. My nose was gushing blood. Apparently, someone on Nextdoor posted that a woman is screaming bloody murder outside. That's what Borjas told the news outlet. The suspect allegedly picked up Chloe, got into a car that the San Francisco Chronicle reported was occupied by 3 other people. Someone other than the suspect was reportedly in the driver's seat. This sounds like it was planned. According to KNTV, Borjas is recovering after being hospitalized for bruises she sustained in Tuesday's attack. Her dog remains missing. Anyone with information regarding this incident or the dog's whereabouts is asked to call the San Francisco Police Department at 1-415-575-4444. I'd be going crazy. Can you imagine just out walking your dog? I think she actually had little Chloe pushing her in a stroller. But can you imagine out walking your dog? Your dog does its business. You're bending down to pick up the mess, and all of a sudden, this weirdo attacks you, pulls out a gun, punches you in the face, and takes your little precious dog. They should get about 50 or 60 years in prison for doing this. For real. It's a beautiful dog. It's an expensive dog. One reason these dogs are so expensive is because they can't give birth naturally. They have to have a C-section. Yeah. I watched that show, Too Cute. That's how I learned that about the French Bulldogs. San Francisco is now a very dangerous place. You know, I actually saw one time that is the most dog-friendly city. San Francisco has a lot of dog parks. I would be running, chasing that car until my shoes crumbled off my feet. I probably would have been murdered right there on the spot because I probably would have tried to have fought back. I'd say she probably paid about $3 to $4 grand for that dog. What happened, Mac? Let me go back up and read your comments. Let's get really stoked and talk about Carol Baskin. Oh, yeah, I do got something to tell you about Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin has really pissed me off lately with her stupid videos. Max says his dog is huge. Nobody'll be taking that dog. Hey, your main girl. I would be out for blood if someone stole my Beasley Beagle. Yeah, me too. Hey, they would bring Skylar back. They would bring my Beagle back because she cries to get her way. I mean, she cries about every damn thing. Hey, Jen, how are you? If she wants up on the couch, which she can jump on the couch, but she don't like to because she slides on the floor. But anyway, she whines for everything. Another dog takes her food. She comes, gets me, and starts crying. They would bring her back or dump her off somewhere. They wouldn't keep her. Okay, so I'm glad Matt came in here because he reminded me about Carol. So Joe Exotic is praying to God that his name is on the list of people that President Trump is going to pardon. I'm trying to remove some of these ads before it starts playing a damn video. Joe Exotic is praying to God Trump will pardon him. The Tiger King star, who is currently serving 22 years in prison for animal abuse and murder for hire plot against Carol Baskin, has been seeking clemency for president will grant him clemency. They need to learn how to write. He's wanting to be pardoned by the president, basically, y'all. They need to proofread before they publish this stuff. Now, he says there is new line of evidence coming this week to show the corruption in the DOJ. That's what Joe Exotic wrote on Twitter. I'm just wondering how he writes on Twitter and in prison. Is someone else doing it for him? Last week, it was reported that Joe's legal team were pushing for the pardon to be sped up following the death of his father, who died from coronavirus complications. It has been claimed that Trump may look to pardon a number of people as a way of distracting from the vote. I don't know what that means as a way of distracting from the vote. I may have to mute. I just heard Mark pull in. Anyways, he's just praying for a pardon. Now, I saw something about Carol Baskin. Oh, crap. Carol Baskin the other day that she is carrying a gun. Carol is locked and loaded, y'all. She's carrying a gun in case that they pardon Joe Exotic. Really, lady? Do you think this man is going to get pardoned by the President of the United States and then come and kill you so he can be put back in prison? That don't even make sense. What Carol needs to do is quit getting those damn bobcats and acting like she's rescuing them and putting them in cages. That's what she needs to quit doing. Because that shit really pisses me off about those bobcats. Pisses me off more about them than it does the tigers. It really does. And I don't know why. I guess it's because I like bobcats. I got them roaming in my backwoods here. And you know what? Bobcats are in Florida too. So they should be roaming in her backyard. But they're not. They're roaming in freaking cages. And she claims she rescues all these. If she rescues all these, how come she don't do any videos showing the rescues and what conditions they come from? I'm going to tell you why she don't. Because she lies. She lies. It's been proven that she lies. Video surfaced once of a tiger cub she said needed all these surgeries, and she raised money from her audience. Then a video surfaced of that cub jumping around in and out of a little kiddie pool. There wasn't a damn thing wrong with them. Not nothing. What Carol does is she will send people to auctions and stuff, and she will buy these cats. And then she will tell her viewers that she rescued them. Thank you, TC. Thank you. Oh, lady. Hush, that's just your daddy. She's suicidal. Hey, she don't need a gun. She's probably done killed one husband. She might get mad at Howie and kill him. Poor old Howie. She's got him so whipped. I mean, really. She is really, you know what, whipped. She got him wrapped around her finger. I believe she only likes Howie and only married him because he's a lawyer. And she has to use a lawyer a lot because she's lawsuit happy, y'all. He's the one that actually built Big Cat Rescue up to be successful. It was not Carol. It was Fallon when they got married. Oh, crap. Let me mute. Oh, crap. As soon as I unmuted, they started barking. Carol is a tacky Southern belle. You know what, Kelly? She don't even act Southern. That's the thing. She don't even act Southern, not at all. I've never seen anyone with a personality like hers. Lady, please quit opening my door. I'm sorry to hear that, Jen. I got quiet because I was reading your comment. Sorry to hear you got health problems. Prayers, hon. He's awful. She's only married him because he's submissive. Oh, yeah, you can see he's submissive. I mean, crap, he had on a collar and a leash when they got married. And he was wearing a Tarzan outfit. For real. That is so freaking weird. I bet they got some kind of cage in their bedroom. She probably dresses him up like a cat and puts him in that cage. And they probably do all kinds of weirdo stuff. I dislike her too. I think she's shady as they come. You know, when her daughter was about 12 or 13 years old, she put her in a mobile home on the property. She wouldn't let her live in the same house with her. She made that little girl go live in a mobile home on the property. Can you believe that? Her daughter seems like a really, really nice young lady. Really. For some reason, I like Howie. I don't know why, because he's a complete freaking weirdo. He kind of reminds me of my great uncle, the way he looks and his demeanor, I guess. I don't know. I'd love to be a fly on her bedroom wall. Hey, according to her ex-boyfriend, she's a nympho, likes to get it on in hot tubs a lot. She likes to do it in the hot tub a lot, he said. Oh my gosh. I still can't get over her doing that video diary talking about her and Alan. I think his name is Schreider's love life. And Alan's the one that said she was a nympho. She liked to get on the hot tub like a lot. Anyway, she did that video and she was talking about how he gave her a book on how to slow down. Basically, he was telling her she was bad in bed. Basically, is what he was telling her. So he gave her a book. Anyways, she went on and on about the sex that they had. And her married to Howie now. And she's talking about her past on videos. I think that's disrespectful. I really do. I heard they both wear flowered wreaths. They probably do. I was wondering if Howie has ever been married before. Because we know Carol don't like people that's got kids. When she was dating Alan and he lived with her, his 15-year-old son came to stay with them. And Carol didn't even want to see him. She made him stay on one end of the house. He had designated areas he could go in. Certain parts of the house, he could not go in. He said he felt so uncomfortable there. I think him and his mom was having some problems at that time. But he eventually moved out. Howie wears too. Does he? He wears those wreaths too? The karma, etc. I don't know what that is, Mel. Neil says kinky. Oh my goodness, y'all. She is kinky. She's a complete weirdo. You know, when Dawn Lewis disappeared, she had only been married to him about 5 years. If that. Yeah. She didn't really look for him. She put up a reward like when he first went missing, but she really didn't do too much to search for him. He wears wreaths in 2 different places. Oh my God, Mac. Oh God. That's an awful image I just got in my head. Oh. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here because my throat's starting to hurt where I've been rambling on, and I feel like I'm going to start coughing. Now, more than likely, guys, I won't be live in the morning because I have a dentist appointment at 9 a.m. And I got to leave early because it takes me over an hour to get there. I'm going to see how I feel today. And before that, the dentist closed today, I'm going to try to make a decision whether I'm going to postpone or not because I'm coughing. I told that lady that this morning when she called. I'm like, I'm coughing at night. And she's like, well, if you don't got a fever, you should be okay. Because I was like, hey, maybe I should reschedule. So, who knows? Will they let you in? Because, well, that's what I was asking her when she called. I was like, I may have to reschedule because I'm coughing at night, coughing a little through the day. And she's like, do you have a fever? I said, no. She said, have you lost your sense of smell? I said, no. She said, you lost your sense of taste? I said, well, my coffee tastes like I got ruined milk in it. And she said, oh, that's probably just because you got a cold. So, I don't know. She said if I didn't have a fever to come on. But I'm going to see how I feel. And I'm going to make a decision by about 3:30 if I'm going to reschedule or not. I will let you guys know. If I do go to the dentist, I'll try to put up a video before I leave. If I have time. Probably I may not have time, but I'll try. Anyways, guys. Oh, yeah. Our channel members live stream. We're going to do that Saturday night. I think Saturday nights work better for me than Wednesday nights. So we'll do that Saturday night, and I'm going to find us something fun to do. It's not going to be true crime trivia, but we're going to play some kind of game, and it'll probably be around 8 p.m. Saturday night. That's when I'll go live. I'll set it up and make a post. Anyways, thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. I may see y'all tomorrow. If not, I will see y'all. What is today? Tuesday? I'll see y'all Thursday. Anyways, have a great day. Be safe. Be kind. And peace.